Well, hello there, everybody. If you just watched our last vlog and this one back to back, you might have noticed we just filmed two kind of in one, the outro and intro on the same day. I'm out of breath. Give me my camera. You hold the dog.
Okay.
You explain what we're doing today.
Well, we're at Hinkle Fieldhouse, which is currently under construction. Technically, we should probably have a hard hat on or something. I don't know. But they're getting ready to install new lighting, air conditioning in the old barn, the West Gym, even some family West Gym's getting a renovation. A lot going on here since graduation. And we got our own stuff to do in there as well. We want to bring you the best spots in Hinkle Fieldhouse to take Instagram photos. So we already took you around campus, top 10 spots to get an Instagram photo around campus, all outdoors. We'll link that video in one of the corners. Evan, you'll do that. Okay. And now, just a continuation of that effort, we want to take you inside Hinkle Fieldhouse specifically and get you an idea of where you can post up and get some really awesome photos for your own Instagram. So let's head inside and check it out.
All right, we have approached our first spot. Kind of starting with one of the obvious ones here.
Yeah, our concrete bulldog out front that's been painted to look like Trip. Really obvious spot. I think this is one where you gotta watch the angles. Obviously, if you're human, you can climb up on, get a nice photo. If you're a dog, well, you're sort of restricted to the floor. And so we've gotta get the angle right because this spot is very backlit. A bunch of windows behind me. So on a bright, sunny day, you can really wash out your photos. So you gotta watch that and maybe get the angle right and the lighting right. But we'll post Trip up here and then we'll work on the angle ourselves and get that Instagram photo. Stick. One ready. Stick. We'll start out dead on. It's pretty good. Oh, need one more. Stick. Those dogs. Kind of nice and tight. Cool. Next location, we're going to stay in the concourse. We're actually going to head to the east here a little bit. These, now that these old columns are exposed and the hallway's empty, it creates a really cool effect, especially if you're willing to go and pose yourself up and get your camera in portrait mode. Get a nice long depth of background here with some really cool architectural features. And so, yeah, we're going to pose Trip up in portrait mode. I'm thinking if you're a human and you weren't a dog, I mean, I think something like this with all the columns behind.
You stand there again.
You're gonna sit, it's gonna frame me up.
Yep.
Get the columns behind, and then again with your f-stop that they've created in portrait mode, it'll blur the background out and make a really neat effect. You can do the same with the dog. You just gotta get a little bit lower. So I've got it in portrait mode, which means I gotta back up from my subject a little bit. Oh, this is cool. Now I guys gotta get Trip to look at me.
Hey Trip, did you even miss us?
Trippy, did you miss us? Ooh,
there you
Colorado. Go. Oh, that's cool. Both at gate 1 and gate 4, which is where we are, gate 4, there is this Butler Way branding at each entrance, and it's pretty cool. And if you're, a human and you're posing for a picture, I mean, it's kind of cool to sort of set yourself up next to this and say, yeah, I subscribe to this. But if you're a doggo, it's up here and the doggo's down low. So we've got to move the dog out for some perspective on the seat. And it's not always easy because there's beams in the way. And this building was built in the 1920s and it's old. And so the structure's not conducive to a lot of things like taking a picture here, but it is also cool, like we saw in the last photo, to work some of that structure into your shots. So we'll pull Trip out from the Butler Way branding a little bit. Stay. Pull up my camera here and get close to him with the Butler Way just in the background. Now, there's some pretty cool signage around Hinkle Fieldhouse, and one of the most famous signs or pieces of signage in the Fieldhouse are these painted signs that say caution, running down ramp is dangerous. Now this one's been updated since the originals, but still, Hinkle Fieldhouse is known for the old ramps and these signs, and so it's kind of cool to just get a picture by it. But then there's also some faded painted signs around the Fieldhouse that I'd like to show you. I don't think it works to get Trip a picture with them because they're up high, but if you just want something artsy to put on your Instagram, I'm going to show you those too. But this one we can get with Trip, again, just like the Butler Way signage. It's up high, Trip's down low, so we've got to force that perspective. The cool part about doing that is we get to physically place Trip on the ramp and then get the shot. So we're going to do that now. Trip, come here. Sit. So I'm going to try about right there, and I'm going to get down on the ramp and get the photo. We are in the gate 4 ramp, and we're going to head right down to the bottom of that because there's an old faded sign that you can still kind of see that was sort of washed off during the renovation, but enough of it was left that you can still see. And it's at the very southeast part of the building. And while I can't post Trip up next to it, I can still get a photo of it on my phone and post on my Instagram. Again, really cool artsy shots. I'm gonna take you around to get a look at that.
And I just want you all to know, I've been here for quite a few years. I still can't get the right ramps to go to the right locations. Because so we went up that ramp right there, but then we're going around this. So he said there's 2 in each corner. And so you crossed by the other ramps, but this takes you to a whole separate spot.
So here's a ramp. This was formerly ramp E, and it would take you to sections 20 and 21. So it had the ramp signage and the arrow. Again, this was mostly washed off in the renovation, but not completely, and I love that part of it's still here. And so I can't get a good picture of this with the dog, but a human could certainly stand next to it, or I'm just gonna get a cool photo with my phone, and then we can post that to the Instagram. Another bump out, like the 2 Butler Way bump outs, is this Tony Hinkle quote, and it's go in gate 1 and walk straight back and turn to your right in the northwest corner of the building, right here, where you can pose up next to it. We got the dog, so we've got to get out and pose him up. Get close. See if we can frame up the text in the background. Oh yeah. We've showed you 3 other corners of the building. We'll show you the 4th corner. This is the northeast bump out, which is actually the entrance to the Wildman room. But a really cool old tan brick wall that's been shellacked and it's all shiny now. But this brick has been in the part of this building for a long time. As part of the renovation, they redid this wall and shellacked it over. But it makes kind of a cool background. And so we'll just pose Trip up right by the wall. Today we have some nice light coming in through the garage door. Famous for the movie Hoosiers. So we got Trip lit up really nicely here, so I'm just gonna frame him up with the wall. We got the blue carpet in, so it's a nice juxtaposition of that tan brick.
Trip, you wanna look at me though?
And all we gotta do is get the doggo to look at us. Okay, again, Hinkle Fieldhouse is under construction, but it's time to get our court pics. I don't recommend doing these photos for a while, like for the rest of the summer. Now, come basketball season, it's going to be beautiful again. Recommend you come in, get these pics. We're going to show you a couple different angles of the court to get photos on, up high, down low. Snap those and get out. So these guys can do their work. But again, it's going to be messy in here for a few months. Come next basketball season, it's going to look good in here and it's going to feel really good. So for this one, we just want to pose Trip up in a corner to kind of get as much of the arena and the court as we can. Now, unfortunately, we would probably do that over there, but you can tell right now that's restricted access.
So we'll show you if you're a human, kind of, you stand right there.
Oh, sure.
You can get a great downward pick. It looks really nice. So maybe you should just pick the dog up.
But even just shifted 20, 30 feet.
Right.
Banners are out of your way.
Right.
So then you can get more, plus more of the arch
right
over there. Here you're a little bit restricted. Again, over there, restricted area, you probably make it happen. We might be able to sneak over and do it. Come on.
Okay. I'm gonna put a disclaimer down at the bottom. The Butler Blue Light Mascot Program does not condone this behavior. Michael Kaltmark is responsible and liable for all.
This is how I built the Butler Blue Light Mascot Program. So,
oh, perfect. So we needed a gap. That's the big issue.
For Trip, we do. For a human, you're up tall, you can just lean on the railing, it looks cool. For a doggo,
stay.
He's stuck down on the ground, and gravity's not his friend. But again, even here, I can get up on him, I get the arch of the ceiling, I get the court, you know where he's at. It's a cool photo. All right.
But again, if you're a human, you stand right there. You stand on section 221.
Frame me up, baby.
You get this picture. I'll make you a little lighter. Boom. Look at that. Look at that.
That's a cool photo.
Yep. There. Wait. Now it's a cool photo. You're a little washed out. So the other thing you need to know, that yellow is brutal. Yeah. In any picture I've ever taken of Hinkle Fieldhouse, you see the edges are so dark. The court, I mean, the seats are all blue. The scoreboard is black, and you have that big old yellow rectangle lit up. You could get that overexposed super easily. So you really need to play with your settings on your phone. I would recommend trying to focus on the face and then focusing on the seats. That way you do not blow out.
That's great
that
advice.
Blue.
Great
it
advice.
is very difficult, and you could see that when I was framing up Michael there.
Very difficult place to shoot, but also very rewarding place if you can pull off the shot. We're just showing you a couple angles. This place is full of angles.
Look at this place. You can hit them angles.
You can sit in just about any seat and get a cool photo, especially with the large windows in the background. We'd love to take you over to the crow's nest.
Right there where it says "Welcome to Hinkle Fieldhouse."
We're gonna see if we can make that happen. If we can't, we'll let you know and we'll show you some photos that we've taken from there, but for now we're gonna go try it.
One we cannot get, I know right now, because we don't want to interrupt any construction, but you'll see section 317.
Yeah.
That's our area code.
317, baby.
It just makes sense. There's signage.
And you can go stand on that video platform and get right next to the 317 and kind of get a cool photo if you're a person, not a dog.
Right. The dog we'd have to pick up.
We made it to the crow's nest. There's construction right next door. This place is going to be off limits very soon, but we were able to sneak in here. Crow's nest is awesome. I think it was formerly the press box, but then times change, and now you can actually buy a season ticket here. But it's a cool view, a different perspective on the court. Of course, when Hinkle Fieldhouse was originally built, the court ran the other way, so you can kind of understand why this would be a great view for the press. Now that it runs north-south, not so much, but it is neat perspective for a season ticket holder. We've taken photos up here ourselves, so if you're a human taking photos up here, we'll insert one of those.
It was for a sock shoot.
Yeah.
So it's just Michael's feet.
For Rock'em socks, but you can it's cool. We'll insert that photo here, and you can kind of see that. But for the doggo who's low, this is a tricky shot. But you can frame it up to get the windows and the Butler flag in the background. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna set him here, and I'm gonna come on the other side. If I can get this. Oh yeah. Now we just gotta get him to look.
Trippy.
Set.
Good boy. Hi, buddy.
Hey.
Look at him. He's already working.
1,000 times. Trip knows it. You sit him on the nose, you take the photo, you got the arch. It's awesome. I mean, you got a big bulldog on the court. Cool backdrop. I mean, it's a center court photo in Hinkle Fieldhouse. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Look at this. You want a new profile picture? Look at that.
I mean,
look at that.
Look it up. So, thanks for the profile pic. We're gonna set Trip down here. Sit. Stay. Center him up. Take the photo.
You look great, Trip.
Simple as that. Stay. Oh, that's awesome. And again, all we have to do is get him to look.
Trippy.
Trip. Yes, Trip. Look at Evan.
You're my Butler Bulldog. Are you the Butler Bulldog?
Oh yeah, we got it. And that, my friends, is a handful of great Instagram locations around Hinkle Fieldhouse that you can come in, capture, and really spice up your social media game. So, yeah, come on out to the Fieldhouse and get some cool photos. It'll be awesome.
Speaking of social media, hello. Be sure to follow Trip on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and like we've been talking about this whole time, Instagram. Post these pictures if you take them yourself with the hashtag #BeYoutiful.
Yep. BeYoutiful
right here. Tag Trip at Butler Blue the 3rd.
We'd love to see it.
Be great. So, comment, subscribe.
Take your own pictures,
Yep.
post them.
What am I missing?
Follow Trip on social media.
It's easy.
And until next time, and as always,
Go Dogs!
go Dogs!